Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Hi,
Good evening,
Vibhuti.
all. Good evening, Sandeep, also.
Yeah,
And
good
first
evening.
of all, congratulations. You got placed.
Thank you, Vibhuti.
And we have more participants to know from you how was your experience and all those things. So it was great honor that you are with us today. And
Thank you.
so we'll start with the questions. I will definitely ask you something. Will get you headache for 20 minutes.
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Would you please give some introduction about the company in which you are being hired?
Sure. So, so I got this opportunity. Like it's a AI/ML based company. It's a startup, Geomics Analytics, and in the year 2017 it was formed. And I got this opportunity. Like my resume was pushed by the HRs of 360, and I got a call for regarding this aptitude and screening round. Then after that, there was a technical round interview, then followed by the HR round. There was a three round, and then it was like work from office. And within a couple of weeks, I joined this company. It's moreover, it's like they offered me the designation as ML scientist.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
That is what students are looking for. More participants are looking for ML engineer and data scientist,
Yes,
and
yes, yeah.
that opportunity in DOB. That's great. And means the interviews means how these things all happened.
Yeah. So coming to this interview, like first of all, there was screening and aptitude round where we have to we got 75 questions and we have to complete the test within 60 minutes. It's a 1 hour time was there, and moreover, it consists of general aptitude questions like maths, reasoning, and some logical questions was there, and some English questions were also there based on our communication skills, and along with that, some theoretical questions on Python and SQL, and some of the logical questions like where we can use our analytical skills to implement and to get the solution. So after clearing that, within a day or one or two, we got a call from I got a call from the HR person of Theomics that there will be a technical round. So in technical round, they basically focused on SQL and Python. Few questions were asked on SQL, like what are joins, and after that they gave me some questions to write a query. And next, there was also an aptitude and reasoning question. They also asked, to text, uh, so I mean, see how I am good at aptitude and reasoning. Then it was followed by some ML questions like algorithm based questions they asked about regression, classification models, and also they asked me about the projects, whatever I mentioned in my resume. That was the thing they asked. And then after clearing that round, the next day was HR round. So the entire that was a three-step process. Then it was work from office. Then I joined this company.
Yeah, that's great, Sandeep. Great to know about all those things. And the most important thing I would like to ask about is like the thing is your background says that you are a mechanical engineer and you have career transition of to
Hello.
how would you describe this?
Yeah, basically, I passed out BTech in the year 2015, and I am from electrical engineering. And after completing, as I was not placed, it was a new college, so I was not placed. We didn't have any campus placement in our college, so I got a job. Like I got a teaching job in nearby my hometown. It was a polytechnic college where I was as a contract lecturer for some couple of years, like 1 or 2 years. I did my lectureship there, and I was teaching the subjects that I had expertise. That I had my domain expertise, And after that, I thought that as it is not working, and I was also, it was not a permanent job, so I decided to do something else. Meanwhile, I was also preparing for some government examination and technical examinations like IES and state level examination. But over the time, I got to know about 360 DGTMG. It's about its curriculum, how it is designed, that Python, and then I learned, after learning Python, I learned the machine learning from 360 DGTMG. Then genuinely, then after that, gradually I developed my interest in machine learning, and then I also learned Tableau. So these things help me to get know much about data science, and also I used to study the journals and the future scope of data science, as it is a new technology and it is emerging. And over the lockdown, I have seen that many of the job opportunities are coming from this field. So I thought to make my career in this field, and finally I found an opportunity. So this was the way I came from lectureship to this field.
Yeah, that's a great journey, Sandeep. Actually, means
Yeah.
hard work always pays off, and you have achieved it. That's great. And one more question, Sandeep, means like, did you gone through the interview at once, or previously also you haven't attended any interviews? Like, means those failures, you got steps to clear this interview.
Yeah. See, after completion of my course in 360 DGTMG, I did my assignments. Then I whatever skills I have mentioned in my resume, I updated those skills and I add some projects. Then, in the meanwhile, I got an opportunity of internship from Innovatrix, and there I was working, and also I was giving some interviews. Like my first interview was a working interview that was in Hyderabad. It was Wings Infonet Private Limited, and that I couldn't clear that interview, and because I was not well prepared. Then after getting failure from that first interview, then I also got an opportunity from Zilon Technologies, that is in Chennai. That was also a three-step process, and I was eliminated in the last round because I was having less skills in Python programming. And then I gave couple of interviews, and I was getting rejections. Like after 1 month, I got a opportunity call from EXL services. From EXL, I was eliminated in the first round. So I thought that it's not that easy to crack a job. So I again gave my best, and I saw in which areas I was not well prepared. So I focused those areas. Like I prepared again Python, and also learned simultaneously. I also learned the SQL, basics of SQL, then from various YouTube channels. Then I gave interview of Genpact. There also I faced the same thing. I was unable to explain my project in the way they were asking. They were expecting the deployment side. I was not good at that. I so after this, then I also got a call from Scient. So after this experience, the failure from the interviews gave me some areas that what all things I need to prepare. So finally, this was the interview where I got the questions that I was in that was in my level. That yes, these areas I covered up, and the questions were in that areas. And like every interviews, mostly if you are going for an experience as experienced candidate, if you're quoting your project experience, they are heavily asking on the projects, like whatever you have done, and they are asking which part you have done, and if you have really done, then they will be asking questions on that. So getting involved into projects is very much important. That I also mentioned that I have done projects in here only in my internship. So mostly they were focusing on projects only. And if you are pretty well, means if you explain the projects in a very good manner, then they won't be asking you much questions on rest of the algorithms or the scope. Like so, this was a thing that after getting failures from some interviews, I was marking down whatever the things I was having problem and how to improve. I also sometimes take the help of my co-interns, Rishabh, Ayush. They used to help me a lot, and other like Imran also, that we used to discuss that this thing were asked. and whatever questions were asked in the previous interview, we simply write down these things, and we keep on learning. If it is new concept, then we search through internet and other things. So these are the things that we should learn. If we are not clearing one interview, then we should not feel that yes, there is the opportunities are closed. So there is always an opportunity. Each and every day is a new day for us, and we also get opportunities every day. So the thing is that we have to identify at which areas and which point we are lacking. So we have to cover up those things and get into the new concepts. And moreover, practice is more important. If you are learning the concept, you should practice that thing and implement in day-to-day problems, whatever you are facing. Like if you are learning linear regression, then we should implement it, how it is done, and what are the pre-assumptions, and what are the concepts behind that, mathematical intuitions. So each and every concept we should learn in a proper way, so that we can answer this question to interviewers. And nowadays, what I felt that interviewers are expecting the real-time concepts, like whether we have implemented that or not a theoretical thing. So these things I learned from these interviews that I mentioned for the companies. Overall, the journey was like I gave 5 to 6 months I was giving interview. So this thing helped me a lot to clear this. Yeah,
That's great. That's great, Sandeep. Actually, you said that you have failed in many interviews. That's what I
yeah,
think. If you want to go to 12th floor of the building, then you have to cross those 11
sure.
floors, right? In
Yeah,
those
yeah,
11
yes.
floors, you will face problems and stairs, all those things you have cleared out, and
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. And
thank you.
actually, the thing is, how did you decide mm, the challenge what you have taken those 2 years you have nearly spent as a lecturer, then this data science this vast course in this analytical field and in this IT market, and for that you need
Yeah.
to go through some sort of techniques also, like tools, Python, SQL, Java, and all those things. How did you achieve, how did your mindset was?
Yeah, see, when I saw this program of 360 DGTMG, it was very well designed. That first of all, we need to get into this basic stats and probability. Then we used to learn Python, and there was 15 days classes for Python programming. Means those that really that helped me a lot. And I really means when our trainer, like I was trained by Nikhil Miriala, he was our trainer, and he taught Python very well. And then after the covering these things, we were into machine learning. So when I saw as this thing is very vast, and I was from non-technical background, like I was from electrical engineering, but although it was new for me, but I took it as a challenge that yes, I had no other options. Like I have invested my time and money on this, so I have to do it. Like if others can do, then why can't I? It's not that when we are looking to this field of IT, there are computer science graduates, they are excelling, but there are also none. The graduates, those who are not from computer science, but they are also giving their time, and they are investing their uh, whatever thing that they have. So the thing is that when we are getting into something, we are not, when we are stuck in something, then we should keep on working hard on that. If we give up, then we can't achieve the thing. So this the thing motivated me, like if others can do, then why, okay, why can't I? As in my batch also, when I was enrolled in 6 Jan 2020 batch, I saw many of my friends, and they were from other than IT background. So I got some inspirations from them also. Some are into different field, and they came to this data science. So it was all total, I can say that hard work we can give, and we should not fear that how far is the curriculum, or how big is the course content. So first of all, we have to module make our goal as small module, and we need to clear those things. And if you are able to achieve that, then we can jump into the next step. So initially, if you see, the goal is very vast, and the data science curriculum is very vast, so many things to cover, this and that. This thing will simply make us to do, like it will gradually make us demotivated. But we should not think, every day we should give our efforts. At least we should spend some time in programming skills, then to concepts. So that will be like a stepwise process. We should follow the steps and we never get panic at any moment and keep patience, keep hardworking. Definitely, one the day will come, you will achieve success.
That's great, Sandeep. Actually,
Yeah.
the thing what you are saying, it is also going means it is like a bouncer for me also. But I would like to add more one question that you have said that before coming up to ML engineering and ML scientist, what you have done, what you
Yeah.
have achieved today, that's great. But before that, you have gone through SQL and Python training, and I came to know that you are also a lecturer in SQL, and after that, all those things. How did you
Yeah.
prepare? Means, what was your preparation strategy for that? Means, how did you escalate those modules to make yourself robustness?
Yeah. So, like, I learned SQL from various sources, like from YouTube channels. I learned SQL from Edureka and other channels. And also, I means from as the basic of SQL is concerned, I learned the RDBMS concept from these internet sources, whatever sources I get. And I gave some time. And also, one of my friend, he's working in Infosys. He was good at SQL, so I took his help also. I sit with him for a couple of hours if I'm stuck with this, and I ask him. First of all, uh, means whatever the problems I faced initially, as SQL was also new for me. So I learned those things from him also, and also took some help from these YouTube channels and prepare this whatever things I have to learn. I note down whatever the things is required. Like I have to learn the basics of DBMS, then RDBMS, and what are these, how to create tables. This thing I learned by myself only, and after that I started working on the queries, how to write down the queries. So it's like and also I took help from my friends, those who are expert in this, or those who have some basics to intermediate level of knowledge. I took help from them, and finally I means I'm now also I cannot say that like I am expert in SQL, but if at all the questions that were asked in interview, if I can answer that, then I think something I have learned by myself, so that is really helpful. So we should learn things whatever wherever from at which if it is from YouTube, then we can learn those things. If we are getting this thing from internet sources or some uh, channels, so we can refer those things and get into it. It's not that we cannot learn it, but the thing is that we have to practice whatever things we are learning today. We should keep give our at least 1 or 2 hours. We should do self study and do practice these things in by writing the queries by ourselves.
That's great, Sandeep.
Yeah.
Actually, after the course, which is designed by 360 DZTMG, how did you think that the course is means the professional course is helpful for you?
Yeah, as part of the curriculum of 360 DGTMG is concerned, it was like it was a step-by-step process. First of all, the basic mathematics, probability, and statistics is concerned. The trainer trained us very well, and we were taught from the basics of what is statistics and what is mean, median, mode, and all these aspects. Then we were focused towards this Python and R programming. As I did I did my I spent more time on Python programming, and as I saw that some of the job description, they are heavily focusing on Python, so I thought to take one language as the basic language to learn this machine learning algorithm. Then I started learning whatever our trainer taught. After that, I'll go back through those videos, and that was properly designed. And the assignments that were also given, that also were really challenging assignments were there, and we need to spend time on that, learn whatever things we are not able to catch it, we used to ask in doubt sessions. So it was a very systematic way the curriculum has been designed by this 360 DGTMG. It really helped me a lot. And moreover, after completing the assignments, the projects that were really helpful to me, like it was real world problems, and we solved those. Also, I took some problems from this Kaggle, and I take the data sets from Kaggle and used to practice those things. And wherever I faced doubt, I used to ask Sharath or whatever the mentors they are. So at any point of time, without any without any hesitation, I used to ask the questions. And cumulatively, I can say that the curriculum is very well designed. If a person is coming from non-technical background, if it gets through into this curriculum, then after a couple of days, he will be well sound enough to learn those things and get into it. So 360 has designed the way, the journey to the complete the roadmap that is designed. And moreover, this mind map, I can say, that is there in the website, that really helped me a lot. How to approach a problem, the entire life cycle of data science projects, starting from business understanding till the deployment. So entire thing we can also get this thing through the mind map, and whatever the things has been taught, that is summarized in that mind map. So one must go through that mind map, whatever mentioned there, to get a clear cut idea of whatever things he or she has to prepare in order to get into these interviews.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Sandeep. Actually, I have also gone through some videos where means our CEO who used to see, I mean, say like the mind map is worth 100 books,
Yeah,
and you also mentioned that whenever I get any doubt, any kind of doubt in solving Kaggle
yeah,
problems, that I want to means I generally ask the director of Innodalytics, Sarat. It sounds like that. The director of Innodalytics also helpful while building your career.
yeah. Yeah, he is very well supportive person. I can say that he has helped me a lot. And whenever I used to give any interview, I used to ask which all this is a job description and what are things I have to prepare. So he usually guides me and also gives some couple of latest interview questions, and also which areas of Python we should focus as interview point of view is concerned. So he also helped me a lot. And yeah, that was the thing. I got benefits from this
That's great.
resources and this.
And if I'll ask one more thing, that how much of means the knowledge level of data science required to get means acquire a job? Is it like 50-50 or 70-30 like data set training test splitting?
No, that I can say. See, machine, as far of this AI ML, this syllabus is concerned, it is like very vast. If
Yeah,
you go into this, we can see that coming to the probability statistics, then to this ML algorithms, there are so many algorithms to study. And coming to this deep learning models, there are also so much of algorithms are there. Also NLP is there. So the thing is that the interviewer won't ask you all these things. They will be focusing on the areas that you are expertise. Like if you have mentioned linear regression model in your project, so you should know end to end all the things about linear regression. If you are implementing SVM in your project, then they will be asking you questions around that. So the thing is that we should not be expert in all the things. Like I can say that there is a proverb, jack of all trades but master of none. But we should have knowledge on everything, but we should be expert in some of the things that is really the interviewer is expecting. Like if you are doing projects on I'd say like NLP, so you should know the basic concepts of tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, bag of words, how you implemented stop words, how you remove the stop words, which models you have implemented. So these things the interviewers will be asking. So based upon your whatever things you are mentioning in your skill sets, like you are good in XGBoost, or you have done whatever things you have mentioned in your resume, that you should have knowledge on that. Otherwise, the interview will think that whatever you have mentioned in your resume, that is not correct. So they might ask you a number of questions. So the thing is that you have to drag the interviewers towards the things that you know. If you mention something and you don't know, then that will be leading to your rejection. So whatever you are mentioning, you should be well confident in that.
that's great. That's great, Sandeep. Means like you got a professional now. You are means you are speaking like professionals. That's great to
Yeah,
know. And
thank you.
what is the suggestion you can give to the next the participants which they are already trying to get a job?
Yeah, I can say that I was also a participant earlier, and I was also struggling for a job. So I can say that whenever you are appearing for an interview or applying for a job, so be prepared, give some time, sit back for a couple of months, whatever you have learned, revise all those concepts. And if at all you have missed some point, watch the videos regularly, and also refer some new channels. Like I, apart from 360 DGTMG, I also follow Krish Naik YouTube channel. That is also very, I also found the way he taught, that is also helping me a lot. And first of all, which things you haven't completed or haven't covered, focus on that. And moreover, don't expect that you will complete 100% and the interview will ask from that. If you are 60% sound enough to give the interview, answer with that, with those things with confidence, then only you can clear the interview. And also give, every day you should learn. That today I have some work and I am not learning, so we can't give that excuse. Every day at least spend 2 to 3 hours in solving the new problems and learning the concepts, revising the concepts of different supervised or unsupervised learning. So this thing will definitely help you a lot. And do projects from different sources like Kaggle, HackerRank. So solving this problem will really help you to know whatever the things you have learned that will be coming to way. It will be like a revision. Like we can't see it like starting from a machine learning ML algorithm one, that is linear regression, till the black box technique or the SVM models. Or every day we can't revise these things. While solving a problem that cumulatively consisting of all this implementation of all the algorithms, that will be really helpful. So instead of learning the notebooks again and again, we should practice some problems that are there in Kaggle. And the thing is that I can share the participants like also focus on Python programming, because nowadays when you are going to any entry level position as associate data scientist or ML engineer, they are asking questions on Python programming. They are testing your skills, whether you are well enough to in coding or not. Like I can say, when we are given a data set and we need to clean the data set or remove some of the features that is not required, in that case we must be sound enough in pandas, numpy libraries. So this thing we should keep practicing, and these things will help you a lot when you are giving interview. Because nowadays I have seen that some of the interviewers are giving you assignments and you need to complete the assignment, then it is followed by a technical round. So if you are well enough in solving the problem end to end, from that is the data cleaning till the model building, then you can able to explain the interviewers that whatever things you have learned, and you can justify the things. This I
That's
can say
great,
it
Sandeep.
will
That's
help.
great. And one more thing means I would have my personal question that
Yeah.
how did you feel now? Means after the expectation of yours, you got a job, and that's for congratulations. And what are the things what you are thinking of now?
Yeah. See, getting into a job is like the interview questions they have asked. That might be some of the questions. Like if they have asked 10 questions and you have answered 7 to 8, then the interviewer might have been satisfied and taken you. But when you come to this real world, you can see that whatever we have learned, and when we are practically implementing that the things that used to be that it is not easy. So here also, when I also learned after coming to this company, I learned web scraping. I learned spell check module, as it is like we are supposed to get onboarded to our client side project. So they are expecting some more expertise on NLP. So I was not so much well sound with this NLP thing. So I am also learning. So learning should happen like when you are getting a job, we should not stop learning. We should keep learning and revising all those things. And when whatever the new things you are getting, that new technology is there, we should learn. So learning is a continuous process, and it should not be given at a pause at any moment in your life. The more you learn, the more you get knowledge, and we can succeed in our life. Like if you are at some stage up and if you're revising the topics and learning new things, that will really help you to gain something that you haven't achieved yet.
Uh, that's great, Sandeep. And you told that you have done in internship also in InnoDatatics, which is the parent company of
Yeah.
our 360 DGTMG.
Yeah.
And at that time, you have gone through some real world problems and data sets what you are being provided with. How did that help?
Yeah. As far as this internship is concerned from Innovatetics, we used to solve some problems like our mentors used to give some assignment tasks. We used to solve those things, and also the assignment problems what we have done, we used to go through the assignment again and solve those questions. And coming to the projects that was given by the client from Innovatetics, that also really helped. That was real world problems. We used to solve those things. Overally, it helped me a lot. I got whatever things I have learned in my training part. During the internship, I learned a lot, like while discussing with our team members and whenever we are facing some new things. So these things gave me exposure towards the real world problems. And the thing that I can repeat once again, that if you are learning something, then definitely you will be, your knowledge, the horizon of your knowledge, it is like you can say that the bandwidth increases. So I can say that it was a great experience, in internship. And yeah, that was a great time I had here.
That's great, Sandeep. And I think you have mentioned some of the participants' names. What means they are helping you to, like,
Yeah,
whenever you get some doubts, like Sandeep and sorry, Sandeep, I'm saying Risu and Ayush and Imran also.
yeah, yeah.
And apart from those, anyone else who want you means who has helped and you want to congratulate them also and
Yeah,
thank them also.
yeah, there are so many interns, like we are like a family. We
Oh,
were
great.
every day we study together and we work together. So also there I mentioned Santosh. He was also good in Python programming. Whenever I get doubt, I think he's also placed in Signity. The moment when I raise some doubts, he used to provide some solutions and give me some references how to solve the questions. And also Rishabh, he's also working here as an intern. And sometimes I have also asked you when we were interns. So the thing is that whenever we are getting time, and we should not bother that I should get help from that particular, we can raise the question in the group, and anyone is there who can solve. They are actively solving the question, whatever questions we are facing issues in any field. So if the interns don't know, then we work together to solve that things. So I learned the thing that is called teamwork. We should be
Great.
believing on teamwork. If we are working in a team, then we get more knowledge on that. So being as a team, I gain much more knowledge in how to approach a solution and how to solve the problem. So these are things we learn as a part of intern here.
That's great, Sandeep.
and
That's great.
uh, and whatever the new concepts, like if someone is having skills in web scraping. And over the last few months, when I saw we had some value added sessions there. We need to we get some knowledge on integrating, how to integrate Tableau with Python, how to integrate SQL with Python. So these are some miscellaneous topics that was also provided by the internship from. And in the due course of internship, I also learned those things. So these things help me a lot in my journey for this data science.
That's great, Sandeep. That's great. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you then. Congratulations again. And the thing is, whenever you will get chance, send us goodies. We will be waiting for that.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I also requested Srinivas, who is our leader, team lead in intern. I told him that please align me in that, keep me in that group, so that I can gain more knowledge, and whatever the real world thing I face, the challenges I face, I will be asking or posting in that group, interns group that I am still a member of that. So yes, definitely I will be also contributing something. If at all anyone knows, if anyone is expecting help from my side, then I will be helping them. It's not that we were a team, so we will be working as a team. And also, at the end, I can thank I will really give thanks to Hima Bindu. And every day morning we used to have a call, and that was really helpful, and we were following the process. and at the end we discuss whatever the things we could not achieve today, then we will be implementing tomorrow, and we'll complete the task tomorrow. So these are all the, it gave me enthusiasm and spirit of doing the thing. And never we I felt that yes, I'm alone, we were as a team. So whatever task we were getting, we used to work. And yeah, this much thing I can say. That also again I would like to congratulate, means thanks, give my special thanks to Barani sir, Sharat sir, Nitin sir, and Himabindu, and you all guys, uh, who have helped me a lot in my journey. Finally, a special thanks to the entire team of 360 DGTMG for helping me a lot at any point of time.
Yeah, that's great of you. So I'm over with my questions, but we'll take up to some other questions from our participants also.
Yeah, sure.
How do you think that the concepts of OOPS, means object oriented programming, which is there in Python, help? Means are those
Yeah.
areas be more focused or not? Yeah.
Yeah, if you are going to if you are going for a Python developer position, then concept of OOPS and other core concepts of Python, the interviewers may be asking. But if you are learning the basics of Python, like functions and loops concepts, class, so this thing is sufficient for machine learning concerned. But OOPS concept, I think I feel that it is something towards the Python developer side. If you are learning, if you are also looking for the opportunities of Python developer, as I see, so many options are also, so many people are getting opportunities as a Python developer. So for them, OOPS is really helpful for them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, Sandeep. So thank you then. Have a great night. We'll be waiting for your goodies and sweets also.
Sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Bhukuti.
Thank you, Sandeep.